Hey guys, welcome back. You remember how a couple of episodes we made a whole deal out of digging this hole and then proceeded to not talk about it for several episodes? Well, we are going to do something about that today. But first things first, we should get it cleaned up and ready to start actually filling, send it. Alright, we got it flat, and now it's time to add a foundation. And now it is time to actually go into creative and work out the basics. I plan on doing a steam power setup, so yeah, let's go work that out and see what we need to do. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, we need to have a lava source, which we have covered by, a giant pit of lava. Then we need a way to power the pumps. I'm gonna turn away. And then I believe I'm going to go and do a 3x3 setup. That way we have potential to grow it into the max size of the steam power. But we need to take the lava. We need to pump it into the bad boys, which they're all powered up. Gather ourselves some fluid tanks. That should be good enough size. And then we need to do something like this because we want to pump water into here. And we'll definitely need like a decent bit of water. We'll just go further. We do this, and then we'll grab our tapes, bring them down. I mean, I didn't need to bring it all the way up there, but it's not the end of the world. Water. It's for a temporary block. And these are both pushing in, so that's going to start filling with water. Now for the power generation side of things, let's do one set here, one set there, one set up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab our steam engine arms. I don't know if you need a whistle. Oh. There we go. We'll just throw that up there. But this should be the gist of it. I believe the max you can do is 18. So I'm probably gonna set up 2 to 3 of these, depending on space, maybe 4. And then just have one side set up and then potential for the other side to be set up. Let's actually grab our wrench. I'm curious if we can still... No. But then all we really need to do is link them together, grab ourselves a don't need speedometer, we need a stressometer. throw these down here, throw this here. That shows 49,000. And now it's 98. And then 147. Which I believe is the maximum until we start including blaze cakes. I'm not super sure about this part. I just know it turns them into basically a shiny glaze. Okay, now it's a max boiler. Okay, basically I'm just really goofy. We got the max setup. If we wanted the final product of the 294,000 stress units, we would need the other set of steam engines. But right now we're chilling, so yeah. I do want to share this one picture of I tried recording this snippet prior, and this is what it ended up looking like. Because FreeCam just hates the create mod for some reason right now. I would love to use it more, because I think it's an extremely cool tool to be using, but yeah. Anyways, I got the basics down. I should plan out how I want to handle getting water into each set, how many sets I want to do, and yeah, we'll be back. Ignore me yawning, it's been a long day. So we actually got that all put together. It's, you know, not the full setup, because I do plan to have 2 sets and then have it be like the west and the east facility portions. Why is this not moving? It must have crashed at some point. But if we go up here, right, and then that's facing the right way. Oh, because I didn't finish setting that up. No, it definitely crashed a little bit ago. Let's grab this. And we got this bag. And yeah, that's good. I need to go up here because I think there's an achievement for it. I don't know. But is that not enough water? No, we need to go and actually fix that. Let's there we go. There's no point on not having it run max speed if, yeah. And then I need you and we'll make one of these. Set this, and we got 290,000 power, which is pretty nice. We'll have to look into increasing it at some point. I didn't do anything. Maybe I already have the achievement? I don't know. But that's the start of our power generation. I don't know how we want to do the building. I have been looking at like inspiration pictures and such, trying to figure out how we can make it as cute as possible. Well, not necessarily cute, but look how jank it is down here though. This gives us room to improve it later. Because once we get the other two set up, try to streamline it a bit. I just kind of used what was in my inventory to power it at the time. I gotta figure out chunk loading and how that all will work. But the plan is to push it in that direction. So I'll probably run power lines this way. I don't know. Because our main struggle is, well, just transporting power. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Which I thought it would be a little bit easier considering we can make like a whole power plant and everything. But we'll get it figured out. First, we're blocking it out so it fits all of our power generation, getting like the bare minimum space needed for the inside of the build. And then we proceed to add some bits that are gonna jut out. That way it's not just a plain, like, blank building. Though I do see I'm going to need to reposition this water input for the boilers, but that won't be too much of an issue. I need to figure out what shape I want the top part to be. So yeah, let's do that. So I made this little shut off bit. I feel like it's gonna be a good touch to the power plant. Still no idea what I want to do for the block palette, but we got time. All my blocks are gathered up. I got a nice little design. We'll probably tweak it later, but get ready for the time lapse. Well, we got that all done, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. I did have to go through and replace some of the blocks, but let's try to take a better view. I know it's kind of like monochrome, and we need to figure out a good way to add a splash of color. But I do think it's a good start. And it will definitely get the job done. I need to remove that. Oops. But it'll get the job done for now. The inside's still super bland. And to be honest, I'm not super worried about what all I'm gonna do in here. At least until I get more of this setup. I'm going to actually call it there. Bye-bye.